Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Evelina here. If you're new to this channel, my name is Evelina and I do all kinds of stuff. I do makeup tutorials, I do beauty, I do fashion, I do a little bit of reaction videos now apparently. You guys know I've been on YouTube for a hot minute now, so I have lived through all the crazy makeup trends. I've lived through the contouring and the smoky eyes and the crazy liners and all that kind of just layers and layers and layers of makeup on your face, which there's nothing wrong with that. If you enjoy, expressing yourself through makeup, if you love baking, if you love full coverage foundation, do you, baby girl. As a consumer myself, somebody that consumes makeup content on YouTube, I learned everything that I know about makeup and about makeup techniques from YouTube. I hated the way my face looked when I did those makeup tutorials. Like, I never looked good with baking. I never looked good with like the crazy smoky, it just didn't look good on me. So this year, I feel like we have had the most revolutionary makeup breakthrough in the beauty community that there has ever been. I credit this partially to TikTok because I feel like the beauty tips on TikTok are just so fun and awesome for like the everyday girl like me and you, people that don't wear a lot of makeup on like a regular basis but would love to kind of like have that face transformation. And also Michael Welsh, I believe that's his name, he's an actual makeup artist, and the techniques that he shares are so much more subtle and actually complement the face really well. My personal philosophy, I feel like when it comes to makeup, less is more. So today I'm going to show you some makeup techniques that I use in my everyday life that actually changed my life, changed the way that I look at makeup. I've almost become like too much of a perfectionist with these little things. Since we're doing all things flawless skin, flawless makeup, I thought it would be a great time to implement the sponsor for this video, which is Kiva. So a couple weeks ago, I got a couple pimples right here. It's honestly been so freaking hot and sweaty in LA, and I don't have air conditioning at my house, so my face is just like a continuous, just sweating mess. I have to like wash my face multiple times a day to avoid breakouts, and sometimes I don't. So when they reached out to me, I did a bunch of product research. I watched people's reviews, I saw what people said, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it, because I always do a lot of research before I agree to work with a company. So it basically kind of like sanitizes your face and kills like any bacteria and germs that you have in the most gentle way possible. I've always been like very apprehensive about acne products, so this one is definitely amazing. It is 100% natural and organic, and it just has really good gentle ingredients for the skin. If you guys want to check it out, I'm gonna leave the link down below, as well as a 15% off coupon. And yeah, let's get into the video. In my last video, I asked you guys if you liked more talking tutorials or voiceovers, and by far you guys said that you like talking tutorials, so here I am. This is like my first, I think, talking makeup tutorial, so wish me luck. I'm like a little nervous, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna start by applying my moisturizer, and I will be applying the Kiva face moisturizer. Also, if you don't struggle with acne necessarily, this is great for acne scars and skin discoloration, imperfections, and things like that. So I already prepped and washed my face, so I'm just gonna apply. It kind of smells like menthol, eucalyptus like it's very like refreshing. Great moisturized plump skin is the most important basis for any makeup look. For the foundation, I'm going to be using these two. This is the Glossier Skin Tint, and I love the stuff. I'm almost out of it. As you can tell, it is very beat up. And here I have the Benefit Stick Foundation. I've always been against stick foundations, but as of lately, I really like it. I feel like it's like the perfect little coverage that I need. Now, if you don't have huge blemishes to cover up, if you have beautiful glowing skin, please consider adding less foundation. I personally love applying foundation where it just really looks like skin. This one's a little bit darker, so I like to kind of add it to sort of these areas of my face. And then I'm just going to use one of these foundation brushes to kind of like set it. Very small, gentle movements like this to kind of create that like skin-like texture. I love watching makeup artists doing makeup for movies because they really do take their time to just kind of create the texture of skin with their foundation. I have a pretty crooked nose, in case you guys didn't notice, and nose contouring just doesn't work for me. I feel like if I contour it, I just accentuate it more. So what I discovered recently, like if you have a nose like mine, this is what works best for me. I just kind of add more foundation just like right here where like the bump and the crookedness happens. You know, you gotta work with what you have. I like to even kind of wipe the foundation off of the button of the nose, little button right here. Next, I'm gonna go in with a concealer, and this one is the Benefit Cakeless Concealer, and it really is cakeless indeed. I honestly do not believe in concealers usually, but I love this thing. It really works very well. What I'm gonna show you right now is hands down the best concealer technique that there is. I feel like for the longest time we've been doing like these triangles and all this. It's just too much product, it's too much concealer. unless you like really enjoy and love that look. For everyday wear, you really don't need that much concealer, and I used to think that I do, and I never really liked the look of it. So check this out. So at the inner corners of your eyes, and then at the sides here to kind of lift it around the nose right here, corners of the mouth. I'll just put it here for fun. And extending it right here at the corner of the eye, you can already see how we brightened up and just kind of lifted the side of the face instead of just putting it right here, because everybody's face shape is different. So it really gives you that sort of cheekbone lift. I think this technique is so great because applying just like a lot of concealer like underneath here, like in all your like high points of the face, doesn't necessarily work. Doing strategic minimal placement of concealer, it's where it's at. Now I'm going to use just a little bit of setting powder, and this one is by Huda Beauty. I do not like a lot of powder because I like my skin to kind of just glow through within. Once you apply all this baking and all this stuff, it just never looks good in real life. Like, I know some people need it, some people love it. Like, I don't want you to feel bad if you enjoy baking. But I think for people like me, I thought that you have to do baking to like look cute. So I would do it. I'm like, why do I look so bad? So once I discovered this technique where it's just like a little bit of powder and you put it right where you put the concealer in as like a brightening method, we're just going to set those spots where we applied the concealer, and mainly on the T-zone. This is where I get sweaty and oily, so we're just going to strategically add the powder there. Now let's prime the eyes, and I use the Charlotte Tilbury Miracle Wand Duo. This thing is great. I really love that it has a little bit of nude coloring, so it kind of cancels out any redness, anything that you have on your eye, but it like doesn't completely cover it how a concealer would. So I'm just going to apply it generously on my lid, bring it up to my brow bone, and then we're going to blend it out. Now I'm going to create a eye lift illusion by mixing a cool tone eyeshadow. I don't know why, but for some reason cool tone browns look a lot better on my skin tone. And I'm just going to apply it right here and extend it up. So if you're doing this looking straight into the mirror, you kind of want to see like a little bit of an angle like this. Do like sweeping motions to bring it up. Then to create the wing, we're going to use a little business card or a paper. You can use tape if you want, and I'm going to do this using eyeshadow. I find that using eyeshadow instead of eyeliner creates the most beautiful soft line, and you can also go in and fix it a lot easier. The fold of my eye almost just kind of comes down to here, so it's very hard to create a wing and make it look symmetrical. So what I do, and I do my best to do this, sometimes it turns out, sometimes it doesn't. So if you look right here, this is where my fold ends, so I don't have a lot of room to kind of paint like a beautiful line. So what I'm gonna do is place the business card right underneath the line where it ends, so I have just a little bit of room to kind of draw that line. Also, what I'm doing is kind of blending it out so it's not such a harsh line. I'm also going to blend out any of the harsh edges, make sure that it's nice and blended and kind of smoky. And for the grand reveal, I feel like that's so pretty. And we can always go in and blend it in. Now we're going to curl the eyelashes, and I have a lot of straight lashes here. So I make sure that I really kind of just catch them, the sides of it, so I don't have like lashes down, because I'm really trying to go for that cat eye. So if you have straight lashes, especially right here, like for some reason my lashes just go down right here. So I just really try to get those corner lashes in before I curl, so I don't have that downward lash, even when I put my falsies in there. Next, I'm gonna go in with a mascara, and this one I love because it has a very stiff rubber brush, so it doesn't coat lashes with like a lot of kind of spider lashes. I don't really like wet mascara formulas. This one is great if you have thin lashes or long and straight lashes. You can actually build this up, and it really separates every lash. And this is especially nice if you're gonna apply falsies. You don't want too much mascara. You just kind of want to lift your lashes up a little bit so it blends better. I love this mascara. And when I apply it, I kind of just go to the side a little bit, so it gives you that cat eye effect even more. Now for the lashes, I have scoured the internet and back for the perfect lashes. If you have eyes like mine, you know that it's really hard to find lashes that aren't just going to completely either cover up your eye or make it droopy and cover your makeup. When you are shopping for eyelashes, make sure that you get eyelashes that are more like tapered at the corners, that are kind of like less here and more at the ends. The best way to look for those, I would look for foxy lashes or cat eyelashes, and also make sure that when you get them, they have this really nice C curl, so they almost look like lash extensions. I feel like the ones that kind of go like straight like this don't work for me. I like the ones that really curl at the end. different. A trick that I like to do, I don't like applying my lashes to my eyelid. I kind of apply them to my lashes, so like as close to the lash line as possible. Now that the lashes are on, we're just going to take some light eyeshadow and brighten up those eyes. So I'm just going to go in here. And this is really going to make the biggest difference. It's really going to open up the eyes. I don't like using a lot of shimmer because I do have some texture here. I like to rub my eyes a lot because I get allergies, so I do have some like little fine lines here. So I find that just a nice matte bright eyeshadow does the job, and I really love it so much more than a shimmer. Next, I'm going to take just a little bit of concealer and clean up the under the wing area just to make sure that it's nice and bright, and this should really lift the eye even more. Now my tip with this, since we're going upward, you don't want to add any weight underneath. Apply mascara only to like the ends of your lashes. Don't like try to go all the way in there and like get in there. This is not that type of look. I promise you it's going to look so much better if you're just going to go just at the ends. For the brows, we're going to keep it simple. I just want them feathery, light, pretty. I'm going to be using this sort of microblading pen by Benefit. It has like 3 pen heads, so it kind of creates like that microbladed feathery look. So let's see what happens. Then I'm just going to lightly fill it in using a brow pencil. I'm going to apply the Benefit Brow Gel. This brow gel is the best thing ever. I use it in every single one of my tutorials. It kind of gives you that effect of like laminated brows. It just makes them like fluffy and shiny. Like, I don't know if you like that look. I personally am obsessed with it. I've never found anything better than this. For the blush and contour, I feel like I've been doing it wrong the whole time. I don't know who told beauty gurus that you're supposed to do this thing, like, and then like contour, because what it does, it kind of makes your face more droopy. It has changed my life since I started contouring like this. So I'm going to take this Pixi Beauty palette and just dab it into the bronzing part. So in order to get that like lifted, sculpted look, instead of putting it like right in the hollows of your cheeks, put it above. You see, I almost have like a natural line here where my cheekbone falls. So that is exactly what I'm going to contour. Add it just right here, not here, but above and right around my cheekbones. So that's really gonna lift my face. You see the difference? And instead of grabbing a huge brush and like just doing that, creating like this like line from hell, we're just gonna do very strategic placement and like really kind of blend it up. And then for the blush, I'm gonna use this coral blush. Instead of adding it to the apples of your cheeks, which is like the usual beauty guru tutorial, like the smile, like right here, no, that's what's gonna make your face look droopy. It just doesn't look good. So what you want to do is grab a blush. What I like to do is either a cream blush or like a kind of a more see-through, not so pigmented formula, because it just looks crazy, and then just add it actually to your cheekbones or your temples. We like to add a little to the nose. Oh my god, almost forgot the most important thing. So see how my nose is like a little crooked? I can't really contour it. The one thing I find that like really works well is to take a little bit of bronzer and just add it to like the button of my nose, like the nostrils. I don't know, this is like a preference thing, but I like this way more than like this skinny contoured nose. Like, I really don't like that look for some reason. I like it to be like natural, you know, like a little button. It's cute. For the highlighter, I'm just gonna take this little like pink iridescent thing by Pixi Beauty and just go to town with it. I don't know who and why people think the strobing thing is like pretty. Like, I know some girls like it because they like the look, but I promise you, you don't have to do that. For me personally, I don't like this like just foil looking patch on my face that's like super glowy. It's like an iridescent nude and pinky highlighter, and what I like to do is add it like right here and above the temple. And that's what Rihanna's makeup artist always does to kind of achieve her signature glow. Just gonna add a little bit to the nose, just like at the top, not at the tip, like right here. A little to the Cupid's bow. I don't like to highlight my chin, don't ask why. All right, now to the lips. I feel like I always have some like crazy combination. You guys know that I love using brow pens to line my lips. I love this because it just kind of makes them look naturally darker at the corners. It doesn't have that like waxy feel. I just love lining my lips with a brow liner, and this one by Benefit, that's like the little microblading one, this color works perfectly. Then I'm gonna add my Benefit Lip Stain. This is like my favorite type of lip look because it's not like covered in lipstick. It just still looks like lips. You can still see the color of your lips through it, but better. And lastly, I'm gonna use this Morphe Lip Stain. Kind of reminds me of that old like OCC lip tar situation. I don't know if you guys remember this. This is like the OG YouTuber go-to. So I'm just gonna go and pat that on the lips. And that is the look. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. I've been having so much fun just filming lately and interacting with you guys. I kind of like gained my old passion again, so it's really nice to see you guys back and have you support me in that way. I really appreciate that. And on that note, I will see you in my next video. I love you guys so much.